All right, YouTube, this is 2cent back at you with my 2 cents on Octopath Traveler. Today we are talking about collabs that'll be coming to Octopath because they've already come to the JP version. So that's where we're getting this information. So here I have a timeline. Launch was roughly in October of 2020, and they got their first collab 6 months later with Bravely Default. That was in April of 2021. And then it took some time. It was all the way until March of 2022 for Near. And then just 4 months later for Triangle Strategy. So is this timeline going to match up with ours? I mean, if we did, it would look something like this, where we just had our launch on July the 27th, and so it would be looking roughly January for Bravely Default, and then it would take all the way to December of 2023 for Near, and then we wouldn't be looking for a Triangle Strategy all the way until April of 2024. However, I don't think it's going to take this long. I think, obviously, there was a pandemic and a lot of other things that went on that probably slowed a little bit of the progress on getting these collabs out. And, you know, you got to think, at least now they have everything done. They just have to get localized into the English language if they haven't already done that. So I do imagine that we'll see these things quicker. One thing I did notice when I was looking information up on this is Bravely Default had a rerun of their collab before we even got the Near collab over there. So there's a good chance that they just didn't have what would have been ready for their next collab, so they reran one just to kind of bring units back, which isn't uncommon to have rerun collabs. I've played FFBE, I've played War of the Visions for years, and I understand how Square Enix likes to run their collabs there. So I do imagine we will get reruns, but I almost wonder if we're going to be getting these collabs a little bit sooner than that stretch in between Bravely Default and Near. So with that said, let's take a look at just what kind of units are coming with these collabs, just so you can get a sense if this is something you kind of want to hold your gems for. All right, first up is Bravely Default. We'll be getting 4 new characters with this one. One of them actually we'll be getting for free. That'll be Elvis here. He's going to be a tome, based unit that has that same ability to, reveal weaknesses of enemies. So if you haven't picked up a unit that's got that yet, we should be getting a free one. Hopefully within 4 months or 6 months of the game being out, we should see this. Now, next we're going to have a trio of pretty good-looking waifu ladies here. First being Adele, who is going to be a dagger-based unit, going to be able to specialize in, a 3-hit shield break. That's one of those always reduces no matter what the weakness is, as well as being able to have some really powerful critical hits and some passive that increases our critical damage even further. Now, for my personal favorite out of this collab, we have Agnes, who's just going to be a staff user that's got some pretty cool healing kit going on, being able to get the full front row heal going, but also is equipped with a Revive a KO'd ally for 25 to 100% of their max HP based on your boost level for that. And then she also has a passive that when she's hit by an attack, she'll have a 30% chance to heal 50% of the damage done. I just really like this kit. I'm looking for a really solid healer like this, and I like being able to have this kind of revive mechanic. So I'm definitely looking forward to this one. And then last but not least of the Bravely Default characters is Ida. I think this is a very good unit as far as versatility. We got some AoE fire damage. We have 3-hit sword attacks. We have 2 to 5 hits on light element. I think this is just going to be really nice. We've got AoE taunt here too. Just really nice versatility in this unit. And I think it would be kind of nice to have some extra coverage there. All right, next up we have our Near collab with characters of A2, 2B, and 9S. Let's first take a look at 9S here. He's going to be a spear unit. He's going to have access to 4x spear, random hit. He's going to have some single target heals, but also that same heal, if you have it maxed out when you boost it, it'll become a full front row heal. And then also what's really nice is he has a passive that the ally that's paired with him at the end of the battle will get 40% extra XP up. So definitely going to be a real nice character for that to kind of help level up new characters. All right, next up is 2B, going to be a sword user. And what's going to be interesting is that she's going to have access to 3-hit sword and 3-hit axe, as well as a 15% chance to dodge attacks. And if she is successful, she'll regen 1 BP point. All right, I left A2 for last on this one. I think she's going to be the prize of this collab. She's going to have access to 3x dagger, 3x axe, and 3 times sword abilities while being a dagger-based unit herself. And then she'll be able to survive lethal damage once per battle with just 1 HP. So it's kind of like a last stand there. And then she's going to have a berserk mode, and she's going to be able to provide defense down and speed down. Her kit just has a lot of stuff in it. And, these aren't supposed to be full reviews. So definitely as we get closer, we're going to have more in-depth on each one of these characters when the release date's actually announced for them. But definitely, I think the best unit here, and I think she's still T0 over in the JP ratings for these characters. However, she's only been out 4 months over there, so definitely going to be power creeping a lot of the older units, especially the units that we have now. Okay, last up we have Triangle Strategy, and I'm not going to say too much about this one. We do have 3 new units coming. We're getting this one for free, Sarah Noah. I'm not sure I'm saying that right. We also are getting Frederica and Roland, and like I said, I don't have too much to say about that, mostly because I haven't seen a whole lot of good translations over into English, and I don't want to give out false information. So it's still pretty new, collab over there. We'll eventually get all that transferred over, and then of course, when this looks like it's coming over to global, we'll get a video out on them specifically. Anyway, I hope this video helped you all kind of look at the collabs and what's coming, the units that are kind of coming, and decide whether or not you want to be able to spend or save your gems. Personally, I am saving for this Bravely Default collab, and I think that's where a majority of my gems are going to go. I'm going to try and pick up all 3 of the banner units from that, and then of course I'll get the free one, and that's kind of what I'm waiting for. So whether that's 2 months from now, 6 months from now, that's kind of what I'm doing. And so if you're a free-to-play player and you're interested in these collabs, that's what I would recommend, and that's been my 2 cents.